All right. I think we're good. Also, thanks for spamming all of the things. Hello, hello, hello. Josie, Cat, are we still out there? I'm not centered. Okay, there we go. Now I'm centered. Oh, buddy. It is warm. Proof of life. I need proof of life from anybody. Type something, anything in chat. Life. Hey, there we go. Camera's not there. This camera's here. Hi. But that camera's there. That was confusing. Oh my goodness. It's hot. Did I bring the thermometer? I'm going to go get the thermometer. You know what's really weird? Is that I'm not tied to the computer. Hello, hello. How's it going? Hello, Jose. God, that's not the. I'm so used to gaming and the camera being here, but it's here. Hi, hello. Also, I'm not tethered to anything, so like, it is currently 38 degrees Celsius. Stop repeating. I need to. Okay, I think that needs to be troubleshooting point one. Why does it keep repeating itself? Why does it keep saying it out loud multiple times? I don't understand. What happens if I do that? Yeah, different angle because we're gonna be cooking. Mondays is cooking stuff, so we're gonna do new setup. We're gonna play around with stuff. I've got an old phone hooked up as a webcam, and then a 4K webcam here. Hello, 4K, 2K, K. It's a K cam, so we'll be able to like have an actual top down of me cooking and everything. I won't have to do anything, and then I can also like hold things up to the camera. But we'll also be able to do more cameras beyond this. I have like 4 or 5 old phones, so I can set up different angles and all sorts of stuff. Well, the only thing I don't have right now is all the like fun little triggers and stuff. So we need to make a list. We need to come up with that while I'm prepping stuff out. I have a couple things I want to make, play around with food. So we're going to do red beans and rice based off a recipe I found on whichever platform, which I can post in the Discord. I want to make a death jar. We got some jalapenos. We're calling it a hot jar. We had a death jar before because it was like lots of crazy peppers. This is just a bunch of jalapenos. So we'll call it a hot jar. Well, a death jar later once it's actual season for it, but a hot jar. So I want to make a hot jar, red beans and rice, and there's probably something else, but I'm warm and I can't stuff right now. So, oh my goodness. Button that throws a pie in my face. Not exactly what I meant. Like, sort of, but not exactly what I meant. Oh, I think I know why. Oh, I think I know why it's repeating. Hang on, let me see if I can't. I promise, I know you're there. Turn speaker bot back on. Okay. All right, looks like it's good. Now if I turn, where's the other one? Oh, there we go. It works. I just had to reset it. It was repeating twice for no reason. That's my garage. Like, there's the garage motor right up there. So, like, no, that would be bad. I mean, I probably could, but it's doing it again. Why is it repeating itself? You know what? If that's the worst thing that's gonna happen, why is it? Why is it repeating itself? Okay, let me zoom in. It says the Google WebSocket says to speak, and then the other thing says to speak. Why? Why do they both speak? Why can't it just be one that's fine and that's it? What is happening? Look, I don't particularly mind that it's doing it, but I'm just kind of confused as to why it's repeating itself every single time you guys type anything. Queen Cat said, dumps. Probably. That's going to get very confusing when a lot of people are talking, I gotta say. Oh well. So, let's get started on. I gotta chop up a bunch of stuff to make red beans and rice. So, we already did this. This is gonna be, jump scare. Yeah, I should probably turn those all off now that I think about it. But I ain't gonna. No, I'll just refund them after the stream. People can mess with them. You should turn off their. Fine. You want me to? You want me to chop stuff up, or you want me to turn off redemptions? Which one? I can't be both here. Hey, but hydrate works. Hydrate works because that's not really one that hydrate works. All right, let's get a hydrate going. I don't have water right now. Water's inside. Also, this is like freezer cold, so I'm drinking this. But grab some water. Get yourself hydrated, everybody. Grab something to drink, preferably water if you can. I did mean to finish that sentence. See, look at that. Tyrannosaur knows what they're doing. Thank you, by the way, Tyrannosaur. I gotta grab my beans now that I think about it. Bye for like another 6 months. I mean, valid. Hopefully, we see you before that. Good luck. Freaking looking over here for the camera. Thank you for stopping by, Tyrannosaur. Hopefully, we do see you before 6 months. But if not, have a good one. Enjoy life while you can. Do what you can. All around. Okay. Let's chop up some things. I keep trying to get over there for beans. Oh, beans. Hey, you know what? We can actually put these beans in places. By the way, Kat, audio, how we doing on audio? How's that feeling? Okay, good. I kind of figured, but you know. Dude, it's already gone way down in comparison. Look at 37. For my American friends, that's exactly 100 degrees out here. And it's like 8 p.m. Not quite, but yeah. I mean, yeah, probably, unless anything terrible goes wrong, I'll be on an hour and a half. Just gonna be putzing around, doing stuff, hanging out, making sure stream runs, testing it, and that kind of stuff. I'll probably be on. Why do you ask? Oh yeah, my handy dandy bag. Cooler bag. Red beans. Already made. Easy win. Oh. Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, we'll have to eat some candy or something to celebrate, but there you go. Right on. Oh yeah. I'm doing things. What? What? Okay. I have no idea how that happened. So I have measuring spoons. They're held together by this little thing. Somehow they all fell apart when they hit the padded floor. I don't know. I don't know. It's too hot for the measuring spoons. If something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Now I'm wondering, am I getting chats on all the platforms, or am I just seeing chats on the one platform? Because I've only seen the chats for the one platform, and I'm kind of concerned because I see people on the other platforms. That's not true. I've seen people join in, but they haven't said anything. If you're on TikTok or you're on YouTube, say hello, type it in chat, say something. I want to make sure this works. We're setting this all up for the first time, so help us break things and set things. If you're up to it, Kat, yeah, by all means. By all means, I would appreciate that. We're trying to break it so that I can fix it so that it's, as we do this regularly, it's not going to be a problem. That's not the camera. That's the camera. Hi. I'm having troubles. Okay. I got that one. And it's doubled. Why is it doubled? We'll never know. I see that one. And it's doubled. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That one works too. I see that one too. On the vertical. Compost baggie. Goes over there. Babe. She did the thing. Oh well. Just put that over here for now. What? Too good for your home? Okay. Red beans and rice. So we're gonna be chopping this into little tiny, tiny bits, as tiny as we can get. We're gonna move the microphone just ever so slightly, so sorry if the audio gets weird. There we go. There we go. That's not the camera. I need a camera count. Thank you, Kat. I got that one as well. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this relatively small dice. Don't need to go crazy with it. Want it to break down and be little tiny bite size. Something like that. Little tiny bits. Nothing crazy. But first we're gonna break it down to our smaller pieces, so back to the preferred platform as you go. The echoing. I gotta love it. I do, because I can't change it right now without sitting down, like, testing everything, I guess, really. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Hella delayed, huh? I'll have to look into that. It might be, honestly, because I'm using such, like, a low platform, or the encoder's off or something like that. Let me double check all the numbers while I'm here, or while I can, before I get super into it. Let me double check. Dropped frames are at 0. That's always good. Small amount of rendering lag at the very beginning, but that looks about normal. A bit of lag, huh? By lag, do you mean like when you typed in and then it appeared on chat, or like did you have two of them open and one of them you could see like the difference? Who put all my towels under all of the pots and pans? YouTube was hella delayed. See the message. Okay. All right. I'll have to investigate that. It might just because because I have like low numbers as far as they're concerned. I don't know. I honestly am unsure. The other thing is I'm using a new chatbot service to capture everything, so it could just be the delay that's inherent in that. More specific delay, that works. Probably the like capture bot I'm using. I'm trying to think of like how I can improve that. Maybe restart the thing entirely. I don't know. That's like 5 platforms to restart, and I'm not about that life right now. By platforms, I mean apps. Test one. Test one. Repeated. Because of course it repeats in my ear. This one can just get cut in half. Test two. How did you get bunched up? Is it just when I flip you over? Is that what this is? Is that why you're rocking and being weird? Stupid wet towel. Okay. Celery's almost done. Like a quarter of the vegetables. I'm going to save my time by crushing garlic rather than actually mincing garlic. Okay. I don't have seconds. Let me see. Oh, SpeakerBot does. Let's see what the event log says. Okay, 2 came through at 7:36 and 7 seconds, and 1 came through at 7:35:49. So if you put as soon as you saw test 1, you put 2, that would be a difference of about 20 seconds. About a 20-second delay. Which again, as I've said, when they don't prioritize you, that's about average for online crap. Not ideal though. About average. Actually, Kat, since I have a time log, what you could do with any message is just send it and then like watch the time, and as soon as it changes to 7 or 8 minutes after, as soon as it switches over, and then it will pop up and we can see what it does. Sounds like it's about 20 seconds delayed though, which I can just use that. Yeah, basically that's all it comes down to. Oh, I don't need jalapeno for this part. Hang on. Well, yes, I do. I need one jalapeno for this part. Hang on. Need a single jalapeno. Don't touch your eyes. Yep. I'll work on it. I'll do that last, though. For that specific reason, I will do that one last. Oink. For now, we'll chop up some peppers, about the same as the celery we just did. Also, Kat, the picture-in-picture. Jalapeno plus... Yes! Jalapeno plus eyes and other fun stuff is much pain. God, I'm trying to unlearn, like 6 years of staring at that camera? Now I'm staring at that one. I gotta look for the blue light. But yeah, picture-in-picture. Too small, too, rotated wrong. What do you think about the picture-in-picture? Or do you even care about looking at it? Picture-in-picture's good? Okay. I can put... Got a little Kodama guy. He might be a little too cumbersome. There is a gnome, actually. He's going to hang out right on top of the camera. I'll talk to the gnome. There we go. We'll talk to the gnome. The gnome needs a name. Kodama already has a name. But the gnome needs a name. There's a whole bunch of gnome games that just came out, too. Like Burglin Gnomes. That kind of stuff. Friend slop games. Twink 10 Seeker, huh? So he's a twink, huh? Twink? We're going with Twink, huh? I guess it is Pride Month. We're going with Twink. Twink the gnome. That's not going to come back in any kind of weird way. Not ever. No, no. What the hell? Look at that. No seeds. There are no seeds in that. Look at that. Not a single seed. No seeds at all. Also, this camera is upside down and backwards, so that's really weird. I got a sterilized pepper. What is the word? Non. Unable to reproduce. I don't know. That's really rare. Rare and random. It's rare and random. Yeah, infertility. I mean, valid. Not 100% what I was looking for, but we'll go with it. An infertile. Definitely gets the message across. Just like chill with the chopping, bro. Everything's shaking. Whoop. Okay. So Twink the gnome, huh? I guarantee I'm not going to remember Twin Seeker or Ten Seeker, but I will remember Twink. Twink the gnome. He's secretly been here for like 2 years. He's just always off camera. There's secretly been a twink on or just behind the camera for 2 years. Imagine that. Just do with that information what you will. Happy Pride Month. But will Twink ever experience twink death? Is that a thing? Do you think? Or you just think Twink's gonna be good forever? Okay. I swear, if it's gone up in temperature, by the way, I'm gonna be upset here. 37.7. Okay. Cool. Love it. It was 38 when I originally came out here, so it's slightly better. Also, I have the garage door open. That's why the lighting's a little weird on my face. Some of the lights are being blocked off, which is whatever. That's rather complicated. I vaguely remember you saying something about the kitchens being weird. That's rather complicated. I can't imagine having to cook like that all the time. Or to like transfer food back and forth from that specifically, I guess. What? Go to back and forth between the two separate buildings. Huh. Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. That's kind of crazy. You have, dude, it sounds magical. It's like there's a secret hidden set of kitchens and they're got a special passage between the two. I've never seen them. Honestly, you say outside staircase, and my mind goes to Spirited Away. Oh, damn! In a thunderstorm, too. Okay, so less Spirited Away now, but like the staircase scene in Spirited Away when she's going to the boiler house or the boiler room. That's when you said that. That's where my mind went. Because I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, Kat. Right? Spirited Away? Yeah, yeah. You've totally seen that? 100%? Super popular anime? Damn it. You should see it. You should definitely see it. It's Hayao Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli. Very good creators. Very good art. Story's great too. Super fun little romp through a spirit world set in like a bathhouse, but in modern day. It's really fun. It's a love story too, sort of. Sort of. Kind of. Different kind of love. Platonic love, but love nonetheless. Did you just say jiggly? The Jiggly Studio stuff is a totally different thing, and that's your own choice. That's your fine. You're fine on that one. Jiggly Studio. Wow, cat. Oh man. Oh, I forgot to post that I sold my card. Shoot. I sold another card today. Put it in the mail and whatnot, but I forgot to post it on Instagram. A little bit of a story. Dang it, what's my problem, bro? All right, so we got 2 peppers, about 5 ribs of celery. To see my reaction, I guarantee you know what my reaction is. I mean, luckily you could go to the other platform which you think is inferior and rewind it to see. But no, I looked at the thing and, 22p40, huh? Yep, those are words. Numbers and letters usually. 22p40. Are you trying to say your quality's terrible right now? There's a little settings cog in the bottom if your Wi-Fi can handle it. Okay, so celery check. We got peppers check. I guess we'll do onion next. Should probably check the actual recipe, right? It's probably a good idea. No, that's Totoro. It's the same one. That's My Neighbor Totoro, though. Spirited Away is a slightly different one. We are already streaming. How do they not know? That's weird. Oh yeah, I was looking up the recipe. Someone asked if when the stream was starting. I'm like, bro, it's already on. And then I got completely distracted. No, the big gray bunny one is My Neighbor Totoro. Same company, same studio, but that one's also good. But no, this one is oh yeah. It's easily their like I mean it is their mascot, so yeah. Peppers, celery, some garlic. I forgot to get chicken broth, which is going to be a big deal when I need to, add some liquid in here, but whatever. That's a future Ender problem. Right now, I'm just here to do this. Yeah, no, Totoro was one growing up that we watched the hell out of. By we, I mean my sister and I. Where did Oswego go? You still there? I see someone lurking out there. I do. 40 frames a second at 22p. That would be rather unfortunate. Oh my god, the wiggly stupid wiggles. Okay, there we go. Both Spirited Away and Totoro, to be fair, were ones that we watched the hell out of growing up. But they came out years apart, so comparatively, probably watched more Totoro. The Big Gray Bunny one is less of a love story, and it is fantastical, but significantly less fantastical. And it's more about well, I guess childhood trauma is part of it. I don't know, it's really hard to describe that one. And then you got Ponyo, which is basically Little Mermaid, but not really. It's more about global warming and, environmental. It's actually ironical that we were talking about all this because that first character I showed you is from my second favorite Ghibli movie. Spirited Away is my favorite movie for Spirited Away or for Ghibli, but ironical. What, you never heard of ironical? It's like a nickel made out of iron, which you totally have nickels up there in Canada, so there's that. Sanitizer. Exactly. You totally have nickels. They're made of iron though. Iron nickels. But yeah, this guy right here. He's a tree spirit. But he's from Princess Mononoke, which is oddly still relevant today about greed and consumption and destroying the earth and you know. I mean, he's a little tiny guy, but yeah. He's a tree spirit. They're guardians of nature. They show up when the forests are healthy. They don't really do much except for just be a lot and be there. And they're so cute. And punchable, apparently. Why do you want to punch everything, cat? Eh? I think I'm sensing some unresolved anger issues here. You anger at... Oh, you're angry at Big Nickel, aren't you? I knew it. I touched on a soft spot when we talked about nickels. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so triggering. It's an experience. I mean, I've definitely done so, but not as like a out of anger, as much as more of just like a playing around, get too rough kind of situation. But hey, some people are into that. You can find someone who would let you do that for free. I mean, I don't blame I don't blame you for thinking so. Just full on slapping someone. You ask the right person, they'll totally just let you do it. Be nice about it. Like, I've never slapped anybody before. You should totally let me just haul off and bah. Yeah, sure, I don't care. All right. Before I go do this, am I done all the things? Hey, sub genius, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the flock. Let's go ahead and celebrate with Bean Boozled. don't know what Bean Boozled, these are jelly beans. They are potentially bad jelly beans, so this one could be Stinky Socks flavored or Tutti Frutti, which is like a bubblegum thing. So we do this to celebrate joining into the flock, subscribers, all the fun stuff, dollar plus donation. So thank you. Welcome in the flock. Stinky Socks. Not the worst in the world, but boys are not good. Raid? Well, thank you and welcome in, Raiders. I'm dabbing my forehead with it. I'm dabbing my forehead. I'm not wiping my eyes, but yes. Valid for the anxiety. Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing? How we doing? What's cooking? Red beans and rice right now. How goes? How goes? I don't have all my fun, like, sound things all set up yet. It goes, it goes. Right on, right on. What were we up to before you raided in? What were we doing? By the way, everybody in there, everybody lurking, check out Starved Guitars. Please, please. Feel free to plug yourself, by the way. Jumping on in, bringing in your community. I appreciate it. Okay. It's repeating everything twice, and this makes things so much slower. Language studies. Nice. I like that. Nice. Typical Monday stuff, you know. Language studies, huh? Do you focus like a specific language or just like generally across the board? All right. As Kat has already pointed out, I now have jalapeno juice all over my hands, all over my everything. I'm going to go wash my hands. Oh, just generally? Okay. Right on. I like that idea. That's awesome. I'll have to check that out sometime. I'm going to go inside. Soap and water so I don't put jalapeno stuff in my eye. I've done that way too many times. So give me minute at max. Chat amongst yourselves. Hang out. But yeah, we'll be back to chop up some more stuff and actually get started on the cooking process. Plus, I hear my kids screaming in there. Thank you again, Starved. I totally understand if you got to dip out because you just got done streaming, had a long one. I do appreciate you bringing in your community. If you're in here from Starved Guitars community, thank you. Welcome in. And yeah, like I said, feel free to plug yourself, man. Like if you got other channels and that kind of stuff. Lurking? Sounds good. All right. Later days. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay. We're back. With less jalapeno hands. Only slightly less. What else do I need? Freaking duh, I need the sausages. Just sitting here staring at stuff like, Okay. Got the veggies, got the beans, gonna need some liquid, bunch of aromatics, all the flavors. We're about to start cooking it, and we'll just chill and chat at that point. Not me accidentally plugging whichever brand this was. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. You guys can hit me up. Contact my editor. They'll get you set up if you actually want to sponsor me. You can have a trash can out here. Sounds good, Cat. Sounds good. We'll catch you in a bit. Okay. So yeah, red beans and rice. This was something that we saw online, which I've known about for a while, but this specific recipe is something that we saw online and we tested. And despite in the video them saying like, if you don't like your seasoned food, you need to get out of here. This was lacking in seasoning, like severely lacking. So we're gonna at the very least bump up the seasoning. Aha! Garbage. But for now, let's chop these up into fairly large chunks. Nothing crazy. Gonna toast these in the pan. Kind of a base of flavor on these. Some big chunks, some not so big chunks, and that's perfectly fine. Trim them if I need them, but I just want kind of randomly chunked up sausage bits. Trying to avoid the, little circles of sausage. Give it some extra texture. This will increase the surface area, hopefully make it so it browns better. Boink. Oh yeah, I already got that one. Like, that just came apart like magic. Good, I already done cut it. Okay, so I'm going to go like a 45, 45, straight across. Do that all the way down to make like little triangle looking things. General shape of them at least. Okay. I keep catching my picture-in-picture cam and thinking there's something moving behind me because of where it's positioned. So it keeps freaking me out a little bit. It's like, whoa! There ain't no one there. There ain't never been anybody there right now. Just me, myself, and I. Oh, this one's a lot denser. Holy crap. Skin's real tough on this one. Not mad at that, but damn. Okay. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm just not doing two at once here because it's so long. 45, 45, 90, or 0, I guess, depending on where you're looking at it. Normally I'd throw in some like smoked turkey leg, rotisserie chicken, but I'm doubling up on sausage because the price of everything is ridiculous. So, Whew. But if you very much have a smoked turkey leg or some old rotisserie chicken, or even just a chicken breast lying around. Tossing it in here would very much work. It's a big old pot, you know? If it's got flavor, you can throw it in there, make it good. Really doesn't have to be a specific recipe. This is just a great build off for testing with it on stream. Plus, part of what I want to do on these streams is make a bunch of food, like a bunch, and then freeze it back or store it for the week for lunches for the family or for the wife when she goes to work and that kind of stuff. So, whole bunch of food prep. What is my preference for this? Probably a smoked turkey leg, but just because of the size more than anything else, and because it tastes very like ham, really. Ends up tasting like ham. If you've ever been to Disneyland, it's like you took a big old chunk of ham instead of like dry, nasty turkeyness. That would be perfect in here. Ham hock would also work, but again, doubling up the sausage. Okay. Now, I think I'm done cutting. Okay, we'll put this to the side. Yeah, I really gotta like take the shellac off of this or something. I don't know what that is exactly. Ew! It's probably just the curing salt, honestly. I know you're doing stuff with the kids, babe, but would you mind filling my water bottle with like a ton of ice and some water so I can have ice water? I think it's empty for the most part. Okay. Let's get set up for a little bit of protection. There it is. Okay, so for those who don't know, I got this big old silicone mat for when I'm cooking stuff, just in case. You never know. Well, hello, and welcome in. Choco. Oh, hey, is this who I think it is? Because hello. That's not the camera. I keep looking at this like it's the camera. That's a different camera. But hi. Is your foot doing better? All the emojis is hilarious to me. All right, let's get this cooking up. Start that, and then we'll start frying. Oh, I don't have a spoon, bro. I'm fired. I forgot to get a stirring utensil. That's it. Need to go home. Boss says I'm off. I'm done. Fired. It is gone down 2 degrees. 98.2 in here. Random pineapples, random. Hi! I see you out there. Oh, I mean, they kind of do, but they get overripe very quickly, so. Can you get me from inside a wooden stirring utensil? Yeah. Por favor? Thank you. You can come through the big door in here. No. When you get it. Okay. Let's let that go hot. Well, I guess we'll never know, Jesse Toko, but I have a feeling I know who you are. Especially considering what platform you're on there, yeah. I do have a chair, technically. I could be sitting. No, I said you could go through the big door. You weirdo. Yes, I understand what you're doing. I just don't want you to trip over the cords and like break everything. So go through that door. I know. I'm sorry. I miscommunicated. I'm such a terrible father. I'm so sorry. Because I don't want you to tripping over the cords. Please listen the first time. Thank you. Thank you. Silly kid. I should probably like measure out spices. Probably be a good idea, right? Spices is kind of important. Let's see. I want to probably like triple his recipe. Big stir. See all those chords I'm talking about? Yeah. That's even worse. There's even more bad things over there. So it's okay. She knows. Interested cats. The cats want to escape out here. They're not out here yet. We're not putting cats out here yet. Maybe when it gets warmer, they can come visit, but right now, not so much. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. That's nowhere near hot. Let's check out this dude's recipe again. So, seasoning. Is this all in all at once? Yep. Taste and adjust the seasoning as needed. Got it. All in all at once. So, salt. Fancy little salt carafe here. So actually, this whole bowl was made from like we had a big old tree in our front yard, like apple wood, I believe. They our neighbor who works with wood carved it, made a cool little handle. He found a little knot that he really liked. Made this really cool little thing. So pretty awesome. Couple big pinches of salt. 2 teaspoons dried oregano. Luckily, I just made an entire batch of oregano. It was blooming, so just gonna put a couple big pinches. Yeah, that's probably 2 teaspoons. Yeah, we'll do a little more. Dehydrated that over like 4 hours or something like that. Free oregano for like ever and a half. Half a teaspoon. Oh, wait, I'm like tripling that recipe. I need more than that. There we go. I forgot it's under seasoned based on the numbers he has. So if he says half a teaspoon of this, probably closer to like 2, 3 teaspoons. I guess I did bring out the measuring spoons. Go through that whole thing. Okay. 2 teaspoons of thyme. We'll do a tablespoon each of paprika, cayenne, and I didn't get black pepper because I'm a dummy. Okay. It's all gone. I don't think I had quite enough paprika, but that's fine. I'll make it work. It was more like 2/3 of a tablespoon, so it works. Already more than what he called for, so. Cayenne, another tablespoon. What was the other one? Black pepper. Didn't bring that. The other ones are 2 teaspoons, so again, closer to like a tablespoon and a half. Onion powder, garlic powder. Extra shake to grow on there. Need to refill this one. All empty. Empty that guy out, or not. Do you hate it when it's all stuck to the bottom? Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm feeling for that to be hot enough that when I put my hand in there, it's like, ah, yeah. I want to yank it out. That's how I know it'll be done. And by done, I mean ready to add stuff in. All right, that's going to take a lot longer than I hoped. So, we get more downtime. We're just chilling, doing nothing. I can fill up the garlic. But right now, no. I think the last bit was red chili flakes for heat. What else did they say? Yep, a pinch of red chili flakes. So, a lot of red chili flakes. Sure. It works. Still not quite hot enough. Man, I am getting shiny. Okay, so there's pretty much all the seasonings. Let's try that again. Cool. Bunch of herbs, bunch of yum. Toss that all in towards the end, basically. First, we want to brown off all of our sausage. Then we toss in like our bell peppers. And no, we're going to do sausage and onions. Then we're going to do bell peppers and celery. And then jalapeno, seasonings. Let it all cook. Then add in all the liquid and all the beans and let it just and bubble down. Technical terms, by the way. I'll also throw in some garlic with the jalapenos, but I've got a press right here set chopping it up because it's a lot of garlic. It's like a whole head of garlic, basically. I ain't chopping all that. Save myself some time. Literal time, not, well, I guess that is literal time, but as a concept, time is a concept. Okay. I think I should probably close the garage a bit. So 1 second. Okay. Slightly better. It is finally getting down to 97. Down to 97 is a wild statement. Okay. Oh man, that smells good already. I haven't even hardly done anything with it. You can stop blinking, random light. That'd be great. I should probably turn that light on. Eventually, if we need to. It won't stop blinking at me. Okay, I think at this time I'm going to go ahead and sit down for a bit. Try to stay on camera. Okay, there we go. You can't see my face unless I sit real still or real straight up. That's slightly better. It's going to cover up my face no matter what I do, so I might as well just leave it alone. Okay. Gonna need to, let's see here, flour up and stock. I need stock. I totally forgot stock, but I'll do that. So the rest of these can go inside. I guess I will do the thing that I was saying I will do, which is if we had downtime, fill the garlic powder. Okay. Man, I have little funnels for this, like, exact reason. Big thing into small thing. Rather difficult. Swear to God, if I hear that's what she said. Okay. All filled. All good. Smoked paprika. We're out of smoked paprika. Okay, so I'm really just trying to brown these, at least partially. They're all fully cooked. They're sausages, so I'm just trying to get some of that Maillard reaction, some of it on the bottom as well. It'll come back out when we stew the beans, essentially. Let them bubble, simmer, that kind of stuff. Not too concerned with it right now, so. Oh. Wonder what happened to subjects. Because she really likes to sit. I mean, yeah. El Parto. I don't know what that means. Random comment. Okay. Now that we've got some brown in there, let's toss in some of these onions. Use that residual fat to start breaking them down as well. We'll toss these out, get a new one. Keep cycling it till we've done all of our sausage, all of our onions. Again, not looking for too much, just translucent on these, so I just cook them a couple minutes here. I'll pull them off. The hell? I've got random Tupperware out here I didn't even know existed. What's that about? I don't know how much of this is picking up. This whole thing turns off when I get close. I wonder if it's the hot air. Keeps muting the mic. Trying to get you guys some audio of the sizzles. I don't know if it's coming through. If you're out there and you hear it, let me know. That's weird. I guess it was the steam and the heat. Like, weird. Really sensitive mic. Okay. I forgot that that turns it off entirely. Oh well. Just turn it back on real quick. And this is already hot, so we don't gotta wait for it to heat up again. Just toss in some more. We'll do this, looks like one more time after this as well. Yummy. Now, where's the actual, there's the camera. There we go. Okay. I want to get a splash of water to kind of break up that fond at the bottom before it burns too much, so I'll be right back. Kitty. Little more than I want to splash in there, but a splash will do ya. That's gonna help break up that stuck on stuff before it burns, but not get rid of the flavor. It's gonna distribute it between everything, so I just wanted a little splash, but now it's gonna take a little extra time to cool or to bubble off, but that's fine. Okay. It's already gone down a whole degree. I'm so glad that it's cooling down quick, but dang, bro. Took till I don't know why I'm trying to look at that clock when I got one in my pocket. 8:30. Start stream at 8:30. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could just do. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say I could combine them both and then dump it all in at once, but no, I'm not. No, no. Okay. Man, yeah. Hurry up and wait. We're at the hurry up and wait point. Gotta wait for it to cook properly all the way. I really want to know, is the sizzling coming through? Or is this thing like isolating my voice just too much that you can't hear the sizzle? Doesn't look like it's coming through because when I go silent, there's no sound being registered for stream at all, which sucks. Do I need to get a sizzle mic? All right, let's try it here. See if I can adjust it. I want that sizzle, bruh. That's the wrong setting. Hey, Riptide, how's it going? It's really not going to let it sizzle, huh? Dang. I wanted that sizzle. I guess we'll have to figure out a sizzle mic or sizzle something. How's it going, Riptide? Oh, that's sanitizer water all over the ground. At least it's sanitary. I don't have any extra towels. Oh, yeah, I do. They're right here. How's Riptide? How's vacation? Good, good. Oh, my goodness. Of course, I knock over my sanitizer water on the ground. I kind of figured I was going to, putting it on it, so I put it on the ground because of that. So I'm glad I Nostradamus to that one and figured it out, but damn it. I'm good. Warm but good. It is just now getting below 90 in here. Why did it take so many people checking on that? Riptide, thank you so much. Cat was in here. Penalea's in here. Bruh. Frozen. Uh-oh. Consarn it, dude. That explains so damn much. This whole time. This whole time. There we go. Damn, dude. That's wild. Well, thank you again, Riptide, for jumping in. Sorry about stream being frozen. I appreciate the help that you threw at us. I hope your vacation goes well. There it is. That's wild. Man, we had guitars in here too. Guitars was rating for marathon, I assume. Well, thank you, guitars. I appreciate it. Sorry if this wasn't what you were actually expecting, and that's entirely my bad. Bad streamer forgot to set stream title and category. It's like I haven't been doing this for like ever in a year. Oh, Canada. Red beans and rice is what we're making. So we got andouille and onions cooking right here, and then we got some red beans over there. Got some bell peppers, jalapeno, celery. Put it all together. Red beans. I got rice inside. We're not gonna cook the rice. It's rice. Yep. Red beans and rice. Oh my goodness. And then we're gonna play and make like a hot jar. Really? They're I mean they're pretty much what you think, but you know, it's like the difference between black beans and pinto beans, where the flavor of the actual red beans, not kidney beans, red beans is drastically different. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and toss in peppers. Celery. Start breaking those down. Oh man. But yeah, I mean it's like any other beans. Put a bunch of aromatics in, put some yummy meat in there, boil them for a long time until they get thick and yummy, and then blop with some rice. Just really like go heavy on the seasonings more than anything else. That's what we're doing here. Found this recipe and tested it out, and this guy, despite putting it in his video, like, oh, if you don't season your food, get out of here. Like, we made it by his recipe, and it tasted like unseasoned beans. So I like quadrupled the seasonings. One of my lights is having a seizure. Okay. Red beans and rice didn't miss you. I think throughout stream so far, I've seen both of the girls jump in here from your side of the life. Valid. I mean, valid. Had some technical crap to deal with because I'm doing this off my laptop instead of my main PC, so it was a little longer than usual. But yeah, valid. Totally valid. I mean, yeah, yeah. Did you guys at least get some sleep last night? Okay, let's toss everything else back in. Good. Good, good. That's always good. I would hope so after, what basically amounts to 20 hours awake. Sure, kid passed right out and stayed out. At least I hope he did. Okay. Jalapeno, the rest of that onion and that sausage mix going back in. Then I'm going to start crushing in some garlic. We'll add in a little bit of flour to coat this all, make a little bit of... The flour is a weird one to me. It makes it kind of like a gravy, I guess. It's still weird, though. I don't know. Again, not my recipe. I've tried it. It's pretty good, minus the fact that there was no seasoning in it. So I'll keep the flour in. Probably a southern thing. If you didn't know, this is a southern originated dish. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that knew that already, but for those who weren't in the know. Down south. Feed a lot of people, not a lot of money. Don't gotta use prime cuts of meat. It's great for big families too. Thus, me trying to play with it right now, because if I can make a bunch of food for my family and not have to spend a bunch of money, not have to go out to eat, that's a win. Especially if they like it. Okay, that looks like more than 8. Oh yeah, I put them out on Patreon and stuff too, and there's a free tier on Patreon, so they're all there. Tater tot casserole, hell yeah. Yeah, I try to put out the recipes. I'm gonna copy this other dude's recipe and adjust it, kind of thing. So it'll take me after tonight. I'm gonna spend probably an hour and a half in bed, cooling down in the AC, and then I'll come back out. So it'll be out tonight, I promise. But we'll get that recipe for sure. It is so hot. Stop blinking. Oh, I hate garlic. Garlic's been my enemy for many years in the kitchen. Tater tot casserole is real good. I ain't gonna knock some tater tot casserole. What do we have? Plate of nachos. Oh my god, I just realized I never ate. Wow! I was so stressed setting everything up, I completely forgot to actually eat the food my wife made. Sorry, babe. I know you're probably half listening. I appreciate it. I will eat it, I promise. Just, brain. Wow. Man, I just realized I've been putting the skins. Wrong thing. All right. Again, we're at the hurry up and wait stage. I'm letting this kind of sear in and get all that flavor off the bottom, do its thing. Now I'll go get some water, dump it in there, just watch it bubble away. Well, we got the seasonings and flour and whatnot, but, more or less, just watch it bubble away. All right, get that out of the way. Screw this. If everything shakes, I'm apologizing. I'm splitting up some garlic with my hand here. There we go. All done. Makes it easier to peel in the end. Saves me some effort and time. Look at that. I've already doubled what I had peeled earlier. Duh, you knew this, Ender. Why didn't you do this from the start? Again, it's not like I've been cooking for like ever now. Man, I really hope Subjivus got in. Subjivus was super excited for stream and like just putting in the Discord and stuff. They didn't realize stream was going. Color's looking okay, yeah. I do have a big light I can hook up and turn on. I was just kind of avoiding doing so for now because it's gonna drain the power and stuff, but I can hook it up and will if I need to. Okay, I'm gonna leave most of those skins there because that's just annoying me. All right, looks good, smells good. We're good to add in the garlic. Fresh squeezed garlic. Now down at the lemonade stand. My favorite. Garlic flavored lemonade. I actually saw someone this weekend while we were out walking about. They had a lemonade stand. It's like, bro, I don't have any like singles on me, but they were $1 for a drink. They're getting some people going in there, so good for them. They're also selling little goodies from the store for who knows how much. But I could tell from like even a block away that it was kind of watered down. I don't know if it was melted ice just because of how hot it was and they just didn't account for it or what, but it was pretty translucent. For $1, super hot day. Probably well worth it. Okay, bunch of garlic. Get that in there. Add the red beans in next. No, sorry. Add in the flour and the seasonings and all that, and then add in the red beans and the liquid. Okay. All right. Smelling lots of garlic. Smells like we're good. That's crazy. It's still 95. Look at that. I have the garage open like 2.5 feet. No, closer 2 feet. Either way, garage is open. This calls for a couple tablespoons of flour, kind of thicken it up. Essentially making a roux out of the remaining fat. So that the liquid that when it gets poured into here will turn into like a pan gravy. Which is an interesting step I've not really seen done before, but like I said, down south. All the seasonings, all in all at once. Oregano, thyme, paprika, cayenne, salt. What else do we have? Red chili flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, all the fun stuff. Okay, I've got about a cup of water left over here. I'm going to start with that. Some better than bullion, not sponsored, but again, contact my editor. Hit me up. I'm good with that. About a tablespoon or so. Skablip. Don't fall over, my friends, please. Okay, we're gonna go inside. We're gonna get some more water to fill it up. Dump in the beans as well, and we'll be good to go. So, 1 second. I'll be right back. I heard you back, Cat. I heard you back. You just timed it perfectly as soon as I left. Also, remember how everything's repeating? I have it set to one of the native text to speech bots that they have from a specific very large platform who I technically work for. Um anyways, it has sass. And so each message it repeats, it's carrying it on conversationally. So the first one was like, "Oh, he left." And then the second one was like, "Oh, he left." Like, okay. Stop that. That's kind of crazy, bro. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more water. But then we're just going to let this go for a while and turn into yummy, yummy beans. Meanwhile, I will clean everything up as I can. Probably just grab these few things. Why is this pan or this container so hot? What? Magical fruit. The more you eat, the more something, probably. A Y. Starts with a Y. Look, all I'm saying is they have a very large AI platform, and they use specific things on that AI platform that are publicly available at certain points if you know where to look. And I know where to look, so I found some. So it sounds like my phone is actually reading all your guys' voices, and I can still hear you when I'm gone, by the way. So like, feel free to keep chatting at me if I'm not here. I got it in my ear. It's following me around. What's weird, that it's following me around, or that I can grab the things publicly available? The weirdest part about it is because I've had things reading in my ear for a while now, but they've just been like the very old, like basic robotic. But using these ones, they're designed to for that format, AI responses and that kind of stuff. So they're designed to kind of like guess what they're supposed to sound like conversationally. So hearing you guys say things in weird ways sometimes is hilarious. Sometimes it's very much not meant to be sassy, and they put some stank on it. That it likes to read out the emojis. Like not like what the word behind it is, but like taco emoji, hamburger emoji, hot dog, taco, hamburger. It's like, okay. When the infection goes, exactly. It does. It tries to guess where the inflection on the various emphasis on the wrong syllables and all that kind of stuff. And it's fun. It's fun to hear it playing with voices. There's all sorts of voices, but in the end, like I was gonna do like another Russian one because I had an Australian one in my ear, but the accent on it made it so that it was too much. So they got pills for that and creams usually, I think. All right. So at this point, I just want to crank this up to max, bring it up to a boil, and then let it reduce. Oh, look, it's finally down to 34. Mosque motor scooter star, Mosque rainbow decoration, clapperboard mahjong tile. What? Some of these are crazy. Like I don't know what it called the rainbow, but it did not just say rainbow. It said like mask rainbow or something. Star mask rainbow. I don't know. Okay. So this is gonna take a long ass time. Like 45 minutes. Yeah, you picked the good random ones. Oh man, I need to have a position for when I'm seating so I can move like the camera instead of blocking my face. Middle finger. I love it. Totally random. It's totally random. Middle finger. Rancid underscore head says middle finger. Love it. So much. Rancid underscore head says middle finger. Oh. So I also wanted to do a hot jar like we did the death jar, but since the peppers are not in season yet, they gotta get some heat to them first. It's not gonna be a death jar, but you know, for $5 you make me eat a jalapeno. And of course, Penalea picked big old jalapenos. Who's that? Dude, it wilds me out that I've got like one video that's doing like 200,000 views. And people are still randomly from like a month ago. It's a poop video of all things. Like what? Chili Verde? Yeah. Yeah, we got that recipe. We do got that recipe. It just called that one out red apple. It didn't like the other emoji, whatever one you used. Called out the red apple though. Red apple. Queen underscore cat said red apple. I ended up posting that video, right? It's that white guy, right? Oh. Eaten apple. Okay. Oh. All right. Let's check. Can I move this around a little bit? There we go. Why not? There's food in the sky. There's also food right here. That works. Don't know what I'm doing. It's because it's on the vertical stream. The vertical stream covered up like here, down. So wanted to make sure that, while I'm sitting down and resting, instead of standing the whole time for no reason. All right. It's chili verde. We got that recipe. I think I posted that recipe, and that recipe turned out really good. We tried that at home. We did a chili verde and a chili like Colorado. They call it chili con carne, but I did get rid of out of context into. I just turned it into media in general. Consolidates because we had like a spam one, we had a media out of context one. There was one other too that I was just like, we'll just turn this all into media. It'll be one thing. So the first one said Queen underscore cat said ah, and then the second one was Queen underscore said ah. Why did it change the inflection to the I don't understand. Ah. I kind of want to keep the doubling, but it makes it for like when dude rated in, it read all of those emojis individually. And so then it rated in and said, every single emoji rated with this many viewers, this person, every single emoji twice. It's funny for basic conversation, but the rest of the time for notifications, it's bad. The irony that this basically sears it or simmers itself when I put it on its highest setting is it's wild. I think I mentioned it in stream, but I definitely told my wife about it. One of the Food Network, that's the way to do it. Food Network chefs, Alton Brown, has his own like little YouTube series and stuff where he does random recipe videos. And he had one of these like induction burners, but he had like a kitchen level one or industrial level one. So I looked it up at one point. I was like, oh man, that'd be awesome. It's like $3,000 for one burner. Oh, yeah, it is. You are. Happy 29th birthday. Cat's 29, everybody. Final year before 30. It is past then. Wow. Yeah, we didn't miss it by too much. Happy birthday, Cat. For reals. Jokes aside, 29 again. However you actually feel on that one, but happy birthday. Should I do a candy? Is there a candy you want me to freak out about? Got some like pickle candies and all sorts of stuff. Right? You remember being in a band? To be young. Oh. Do a fish fart candy. Fish fart candy, for sure. For those who don't remember these, fish fart candies, pulse passes. Right? Pass, pulse. These things are I forget which recipe I was watching, but someone was calling for the Nope, I got 3 more. I got 3 more. 3 more after this one. We'll re-up. We'll re-up with a different flavor, but yeah, no, they haven't just been we just haven't been doing them. We got 3 more after this. But yeah, what is it? Asofotida? whatever that makes this taste like fish, like farts. Someone actually using them. Why are these things so hot? Oh, this thing's putting off a lot of heat. All of them? I mean, sure, why not? Why not? Hey, there you go. I've been seeing a lot of images and stills from like their one of their more recent interviews and stuff, talking about we're never going to do a concert again. That's such a surreal feeling. Worst or weirdest? Well, I've kind of got a unique position on that. I worked catering. So I essentially worked out of mobile kitchens that I would set up behind a building or like around the corner or something like that. So as far as that goes, I've worked some pretty bad ones. I just realized this means I'm going to get two different waves. But yeah, two different waves of fish parts here. But yeah, wow. I mean, I can see why that's like then like that feeling of like, oh man, I'm never going to be able to do this again. That's wild, you know. That sucks. I mean, I know people grow apart and all that, but like, damn, I can't imagine. The weirdest kitchen I would have to say I've set up in is I hadn't officially like worked any kitchens yet. I was a young teenager. My mom had years of experience in kitchens. So we went to somewhere on the coast as they were closing down the restaurant because the owners or the chef that was there anyways, we were the last couple days of service. So I had gone into this kitchen not knowing any of the setup, not having any experience on the line, not doing any of that. And they had like an underground uh, fridge and dry storage and that kind of stuff. And then you go up the stairs and around the corner onto the line where all the stuff is. So anytime you wanted food or any ingredients you need, you had to go down a bunch of stairs, go into a thing, grab some stuff, and come back up the stairs to do it. That was pretty wild. Granted, it was probably a dozen stairs, but I'd say that was pretty wild. I can't imagine in like a crazy situation just like running down the stairs to go get ingredients and stuff. I'm sure someone had been hurt at some point, but yeah, we went in and closed down a restaurant for about a week, and so I worked that. That was fun. You will see what they say in the movie. Oh, for sure. So, Kat, have you added any plans for your birthday? Anything at all, or are you just doing winging it kind of thing? Doing work? Did I overheat you? Okay. I might have made the cooktop a little angry. It just shut off. Beep, beep, beep. This one candy is so small. I am shocked that I haven't hit the fish fart stuff yet. That has been way too long. This is not going to be good. Oh man, I spoke too soon. Oh, bro. Oh man, bro. Bro, man. Man, bro. No, thank you. Ah! Oh! Ah, that's the first one. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate subs. Appreciate it. Pancakes. Hell yeah. What would be your like not what you're gonna get, but like what's your ideal version for birthday McDonald's? I don't know. I've seen I don't McDonald's is just weird to me anymore. My client really likes work or eating McDonald's and that kind of stuff. So I've been like trying to find something I'm like, yes, this is good, not just I'll shove this in my face for cheap. Like chicken nuggets, it's chicken nuggets and fries, like but at the same time, there's only so many of them you can eat. Oh, it's so hot. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Big Mac, extra cheese and bacon. I like it. So a big old double cheeseburger thing. Uh-oh. I think this one's broken a little bit. I can taste it. Coming in. Coming in hot. The last one I crunched up, but I think this one's just going to slowly leak its flavor out, which is gross on so many levels. Penalea, if you're still out there, could you grab me some spoons so I can like taste this before we let it go too much further? Ah! Huh? Huh? Hang up. Mm. Goose fraba. Okay. Ugh. Got it down. Oh my god. Felt the water I just drank coming back up after that one. Brownie. Brownie's doing good. We got some pictures of her. It's really hot. So it's like she's kind of, we have to let her out and do a garden and everything like that. What was what? These little fish fart candies I have. Thank you, Spoons. Love you. Yeah, fish fart candies that we celebrate with. Um, they don't sweat. So when they get hot, their beaks, they pop their beaks open and they start panting. And their wings, they like hold off of their bodies and just kind of like sag down. So they just look like they're melting and like kind of thing. And it makes me feel really bad. Like I gave them fresh water and I gave her her own little dish of water and stuff so she could stand in it if she wanted to as well and like cool down. But yeah, no, they don't sweat. They pant like dogs. Um, yeah, fish fart candies. They're called Pass Pass Pulses or Pulse Pulse Pass. I don't ever remember, but they're Indian, I believe. And there's these little candies with a masala in the center, so a seasoning blend that has specifically asafoetida, which is like this like really pungent. They call it devil's dung flavor, and it's a very popular seasoning apparently, but it tastes like farts. And with the salt, it tastes yeah. Oh yeah, no. That's why Rosie go, because she was hot and sweaty, minus the sweat. I haven't. I haven't. And you know what? That came up like a year and a half in, or not a year and a half, like halfway through the first year, he started, God, what is the term? There's a term. Well, anyways, his skin looked like it had like a webbing through it and was like pale and yellow, and the blood was collecting in like little pockets. And I looked it up, and that's what happens for heat stroke, or not heat stroke. Like if you aren't ventilating enough heat from your body through sweat, your body starts to do that to your skin. And so now I look for that. If that's how I look to see if he's too hot, is if his skin, I can send pictures to you later, but yeah, no, he doesn't sweat. I have never seen him sweat. Like I've seen some, maybe some on the top of his brow, but hardly anything. Yeah, I had asked Queen Rage about that too. I was like, have you ever noticed this on him? Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. I thought there was something wrong, like he was having like some allergic reaction, but no, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's what happens. Yeah, right? It's weird. An endocrine system thing, or I don't know how that works. Yeah, cat, whenever anything, like part of being at my job while out in the community and stuff, I have to have a backpack full of things just in case. Open your beak. I mean, really, take off the damn sweatshirt in the middle of summer. Genetic. No, no, he's not, but I'm good at encouraging him to do so. I did find the trick that you used where you put that like squeezable Kool-Aid kind of stuff in it. Definitely gets him to drink water a lot more, but yeah, no. That's something we have to work on. But yeah, no, part of working in the community is I have to have a backpack full of various supplies for various things that may or may not happen. And so I'm carrying around a backpack in the hot sun. So yeah, my back, it gets real bad. I know. TMI, apologies. Still want you to simmer, but not too much. The liquid's cooking out a little more than I want it to. Hot. Okay. Oh, wow. Much better on seasoning. Need some more salt. I need to get a lid. As boring as it looks, genetics, huh? I wonder if there's a correlation for people experiencing ASD. Need to go to sleep? No worries, cat. Appreciate you hanging out. And again, happy birthday. Thanks for a little bit of torture there. Hope your pancakes are great and work goes pretty well, and your birthday Big Mac is great. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Thanks for helping me troubleshoot. Oh, before you go, cat. Apparently, Twitch was still saying that it was like marathon and video games and stuff until like halfway through it. At this point, Riptide jumped in and was like, "Oh, did you know this?" And I was like, "Crap." So that's fun. All right, I'm going to get a lid for you. For real though, have a good night, cat. Happy birthday. Clearly, I didn't even pay attention to it, so that makes sense. It is what it is. Not that big a deal. I just thought it was hilarious when he said it. I was like, of course. Of course. I'm like fielding all the rest of the things, and that's what goes wrong. All right, I'm going to get a lid. Be right back. All right, did I grab the right lid? All right, let's go. You can still kind of see it. Kind of. Emphasis on that. All right, let's see if I can't find... What is that condition called? What? The Haley? Oh, heat rash. Yeah, it's just heat rash. It's just heat rash. Where is your number? I'm going to send you random images, and you're going to be like, what? There you go. Yeah, so that's my sign with him now, is I look for that specifically to mitigate overheating and dehydration and whatnot. Gotta find the good balance. Apparently 250 is too hot, but 240 gives it little tiny bits of bubbles. Little bitty bubbles. Which is still between medium, low, and medium somehow. Okay. I didn't make it. This was a gift, so I'm good with it. I'm happy with it. Yeah. Kind of wild. Kind of crazy. I can't imagine, like, I've gone so long just like it gets hot and I'm like, I'm moist. I'm living in a pool of air that's just like stuck to my body. I can't imagine what, like, how does that feel? How does it feel to not sweat? I don't know. And how did that come along? Because if it's genetic, what was the reason? Or I guess maybe it just never developed because like we were so far north and cold or something like that. I don't know. It is still 94. Apparently got up to 106 today in this garage, which is crazy. I don't want to be around when that happens. Yeah, right? I wonder if there's an overlap with, like I was saying, with ASD, and because I can't remember my brother, I'm not picturing any time where I saw him like dripping sweat. And he worked and, helped us move stuff and like, as much as kiddo does, but yeah, I wonder if there's an overlap. There might just be. So this is significantly more seasoned and a little bit more spicy than when Penalea made it. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but oh, that one, yeah. That one is there's an ASD overlap. So there's a it's just the like not only with like pain sensations and hot and cold and that kind of stuff, but like general reactions. Oh yeah, freezing out, right? Or shots or like, nail clippers or stuff. Like he's deathly afraid of that pain, of that little pinch, but like, he'll run into whatever playground equipment or he'll jump around on the tram and not care. And it's part of that. There's like a sensation dichotomy that they experience it drastically differently. Overreactions to small things, no reaction at all to like really obviously painful things or difficult things. So, yes, very much yes. Human bodies are weird, bro. You think you know like the experience. You think you know how everybody else is feeling and then you like that. It's like, "Oh, what? How? Human bodies are weird." Hot. Steam hot. Steam real hot. I need to figure out a better solution with this whatever sanitizer liquid. I have a bucket, a gallon-sized bucket right down here with bleach water in it for sanitizing and wiping things down or, my hands if I really need them, but not preferable. I'll just go wash inside. But, nonetheless, it's down here for sanitization reasons and I keep kicking it around when I'm sitting down. Now, here's the deal. How loud am I for everybody else in the cul-de-sac? Because I'm probably very loud and the door is now open. And it is getting close to the point where curfew is going to be a thing. Not that it would be the first time that it ever happens. I have been streaming a while, but still, try to be considerate about it. Oh, man. So we learned today, I need to get some background music set up. If I can get a microphone just for sizzling sounds and bubbling sounds and that kind of stuff, that would be good. Because this thing, like, right here, this guy tunes out all of the background noise, which is amazing. But at the same time, I want some of that bubbling, burbling, fun sounds. Here, Mike. I mean, I do have the, oh, I don't know what that did. I hope that didn't shut down anything. I think it's good. I pressed the button. Oh, the one's shaped like an ear. So today, we're going to be boiling beans. I think some of it's added in post. I do. I think some of it's added in post, and then they also do like sound checks. Like I've been sitting here with this talking live, but like they cut this entire 45-minute section out, or we'll just interstitially put pieces of it in there. So in those breaks or whatever, when everybody's silent, they could just have a boom mic right over it recording and they get like all of that for B-roll and then add it in post very much so. I'm just trying to think because like anything else will pick up my voice. So I want like a reverse where this picks up my voice and only my voice and tunes everything out, but I wanted something that does everything but my voice. I don't know. I could probably do that somehow with wiring. But yeah, they probably do it in post, most likely. They do a lot in post on those things. But yeah, so We learned some kind of sounds to be adjusted. It's fine. You know what? I am sitting down. I can move the camera actually. Let's see. There we go. Now you guys get to see the lovely cat thing in the background. Okay, there we go. Lock that back in down below. There we go. Oh, but yeah, so this top down camera works pretty good. I can actually zoom in if I really want to. Whoa. Nah, it's not that bad. So I've got that. This is my old phone. This is my most recent phone. So 5, 6 years old phone. And I've got a few over there that I can hook up on other little camera spots. I think I can do up to 4 other angles if I really wanted to. I don't think we have a need for that right now, but like for the card streams and that kind of stuff, like on Thursdays, I got these little. There they are. All right. That's right. I need to post about that too. Man, why is there so much work and not enough time in the day, you know? Okay. Oh, it's rubber banded in. There we go. I got these little like card stands. Super tiny, but you can just prop a card on there so I can like have a camera checking out all the cards that I'm selling and that kind of stuff. While we sit and chat about cards or I look things up or build a deck or all of the above. Just have a little picture in picture there. This card's for sale. Go check it out. Man, I've turned this thing down so many times, it's still going hard on the simmer. This is such an inconsistent burner. I turned it down 10 degrees. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, well. Oh, it is so hot. It is still so hot. It has gone down, opening the garage to 92. And it's not even really summer yet. 1 second. The first day of summer for 2026. Sunday, June 21st. June 21st. Okay, so we're a week away. We're a week away, just under a week. 6 days. Cool breeze comparatively. I don't know if you caught the part because it keeps like a high temperature, but it's got the highest temperature that it recorded today in the garage was 106. Not about that life. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we sitting at here? Hot. Trying not to steam up the camera. I could sit here and troubleshoot why it's repeating itself. That would be nice. Let's figure out why the thing feels the need to repeat itself. Okay, so the same message 3 seconds later. Why are you repeating yourself? Well, quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Hmm. It's not on one specific platform. It's across all of the platforms. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Why does it want to? I don't understand. So if I have it set, can I disable this? Maybe that's what it is. Well, can you type a message? Any message? Specifically about butts. Okay, yeah, I fixed it. That was easy enough. It was just doing what I told it to do. Hey, hey, hey. We're making red beans and rice. We're at the simmering point right now, so got that going on. Oh, don't want to steam up the camera too much. But yeah, red beans and rice. So now we're just kind of chilling, hanging, chatting while it does its thing. Where are the beans at? Where are the beans at? Let's find out. Almost there. Flavor's great. Bro. Yep. Bro just needed like 3 times the spices, really. That's all that came down to. That recipe just needed more spice. Again, I want to point out the irony in the dude being like, if you don't like spiced food, you might as well leave this video or whatever. And then his recipe doesn't have enough spices. Wild. It's wild to me. So how we doing, Rogue? How goes? God, I keep camera here, not camera here, but I look up to that camera anyways because I'm so used to gaming and the camera being like right over there. Bruh. But I gotta look at Twink. Also, apparently, this guy's name is Twink. So happy Pride. Right? I mean, yeah, anytime you're eyeballing spice, exactly. That's why it's always to taste, to try it and taste it. I just thought it was funny because this guy, I don't know, it seems anymore that like influencer foods, like you see these really pretty foods or whatever that are like really cool on camera, and then you go look at the recipe and they are way off. They are nowhere near going to be what they made on the screen. They clearly just kind of like threw something together to get you to like, oh yeah, I tried that. The amount of not actually being a chef behind these kind of things is just wild to me. I don't know. Seems weird. Share recipes that aren't actually good. I do. I was wondering when we'd catch you. Yeah, no, I have 3 channels. I have 3 channels on pretty much every platform. We got one for food, we got one for reactions and unboxings for like TCG and stuff, and then we got our main gaming channel and stuff. Hello, welcome in. I'm glad we finally got you. Hot. Yeah, no, I tried to make that clear in the announcements and whatnot to go follow the other channels and stuff. Ooh. Yep, I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of balls in the air there, so just waking up because of blood sugar, but then not having enough. That's a different kind of like there's waking up in the middle of the night and just being like, I can't go back to bed, and there's waking up because of that. Yeah. I mean, just hanging out. I get it. That's totally valid. Are you able to like grab something to help your blood sugar? I'm assuming. Is it too early to eat breakfast, or would that like throw your whole schedule off as far as like keeping track of your blood sugar, or do you just kind of like monitor and just go? How did I end up with the final one being this one that's got really nasty little, I don't know what these are called on there, lint bits? It's like old adhesive or something. Must have cleaned up something really sticky and then it dried and then it just peels right off, which I'm surprised it's not washed out yet. Donuts, valid, valid. There you go. There you go. Oh man. So how was your night, Subjivus? Besides, the missing out on the stream part. I know you were so excited too. I was like, oh man. When I saw you posted in there, I was like, oh, we gotta get him in. We gotta get him in. It's going good as far as this goes. So like the setup wasn't ridiculous, and I've got all the hard work behind me. So I'll just have to kind of do it again next week. Wing it, no real plan. Bubbles. Little tiny bubbles. Man, I wonder how much I wonder when I turn this off how much the heat difference is gonna be around here. Because I am shiny. I'm gonna have to start getting like a makeup poof to like take down the highlights, bro. DBD, nice, nice. Are you what are they doing for the celebration? Have they actually said? I know they added in what Jason and all that, but like then they teased a 10-year something or other. I don't play it enough to like really keep tabs on it. I just know that they teased something pretty cool. Hey, go back to boiling, thank you. I want to see bubbles. Thank you. Rude. God, I wish I could put this at like 5 degrees different. It's either 210 or 220, and I can't change between it. But 210 turns off all the bubbles. 220 makes it pretty much a lot of bubbles. Whatever. Hey, Shivin, how's it going? We're just chilling, making some food, bro. You know how it goes. How goes Shivin today? Dang, bro. So I'd say you're pretty well into the game. I played it for a bit. I really liked the clown killer dude, like kind of sad French clown guy. I like playing as him, but I don't know. The asymmetrical part's fun. It's just really, I don't know, the gameplay loop kind of gets old for me real quick. All good, right on, Shivan, right on. We're making some red beans and rice and kind of just chilling towards the end of it here. Right? Yeah. I have a gas burner right over here. Oh, survivor only. Okay, okay. South Africa. Well, welcome in from South Africa. What time is it where you're at? We're sitting at around 9, 10 p.m. over here, so must be kind of closer to the day for you. Yeah, I do have a gas stove. Part of it is I'm kind of concerned with the fact that I'm in a garage. You know what I mean? But I got a gas stove last year for camping and stuff. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to get rid of this. You want it?" And I figured if I ever really needed more control than just like stewing something, I could use that. Or if I needed to like saute something, get really high heat real quick, I could do that. I've got enough stuff set up for safety, but yeah. 7 a.m. Okay. Well, good morning. We're sitting here, yeah, close to 10 p.m. Half Australian, half native. Nice. Yep, like a little butane thing. We don't have natural gas. I checked. They said we did. They came out inspected. They're like, oops, no, you don't. But yeah, bad for the environment and all that, but it's so great for cooking. But yeah, I got a little butane burner. Oh, there's meat. Oop, right here. We got like 6 or 7 sausages in here. It's in there, I promise. But no, I'm not vegetarian, but this is red beans and rice, so you know, more focused on the beans. But there is like almost 2 pounds of sausages in here. Was it 24 ounces? 28 ounces. I think it was 28 ounces in the end. It's there, I promise. It's just flavoring all the beans, you know? Nothing wrong with being vegetarian, by all means. I love me some meat, but you know, there's plenty of good vegetarians out there as well. As long as you know how to balance your diet, get some vegetable-based proteins in there. Here, maybe if I zoom in, you can see them. There we go, little chunks of meat. I say little, and they're like cut like an. Whoop. There we go. Got like an inch and a half, depending on the cut. Right? There's some really good vegetarian foods. Like, there's some really good stuff that even just as like a casual enjoyer, right? And I think sometimes like people are too focused on the goal. Not that, you know, it being indistinguished was a bad thing, but like some people are so like, chop some chilies. I got a whole jalapeno in there and then some other seasonings and that kind of stuff for some spice to it. I've got some spice in there too. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. You missed it. We've been live for 2.5 hours. We spent the first part of that. This is just finishing up. It's just cooking the beans and marrying the flavors and reducing and that kind of stuff. We got some chilies in there. We got lots of spices. We got lots of veggies. We got lots of meat. It's gonna be good. I've tried a bit of it. What was I saying? Oh, I think people are so hung up on like trying to like make vegetarian foods that are close to being meat foods, you know, that kind of stuff. Some hot one sauce. I actually do have some hot one sauce inside. Some Carolina Reaper X stuff. I like me some spicy. I like me some spicy. But like, I think vegetarian, like the best vegetarian foods are ones that just try to be like a Buddha bowl or something like that, where it's very well seasoned and put together vegetables served with a grain, you know, not trying to be like fake meat, just trying to be good vegetables in a meal kind of thing. That's my take on it. Primo, let's go. Oh man, maybe not for the kids. Woohoo! The kids are not gonna like that heat. which is fine because we've got a ton of other ones that we made previously that are under seasoned and under heat. They'll like those. This will be Mom and I's. All right, go ahead and kill that. The silence. Oh my god, the silence. This stupid thing running this fan and dissipating heat. Oh, it's silent now. Do I have a fan in here? You can actually see a little string. Yep, exactly. Instead of being something else, it's being tasty. This little string right here goes up into our attic. You can see. Is that string? No. Well, anyways, you can see it on the big screen right here. There's a little attic door. And up in that attic, I have like a big 3-foot industrial fan, and then I have a little tiny fan as well. The problem is like power cord to run the burner. And then like the other, my computer, like everything is hooked up to the other power circuit that we have in here so it doesn't blow. So we are going to set it up for the summer, 100%. I just have to figure it out, especially with sound, because I don't want it, the entire time. So, but yeah, that's going to be our red beans and rice. I think, unless anybody's got something they want to say really quick, I think we're going to go ahead and call this. This is going to be our new Monday thing. I'm going to hang out, make some big pot of something, or, bake. I've got a toaster oven up here. I've got all sorts of stuff. But, yeah, this is going to be our new Monday thing. Instead of gaming, we're going to be hanging out on this channel. If you didn't know already, rightfulender.com. My name is rightfulender.com. Check the links in this profile if you haven't, because as I know this is being hosted on, for the most part, Foodfulender. I have a main channel, which is a gaming channel. I have a food channel. I also have a reaction and unboxing channel, Reactfulender. So hit up all the links there. We go live Monday through Fridays. Yeah. But yeah, everybody have a great night and have a good day. Thanks for stopping in again, Shivan. Make turkey next? Valid. If you jump in our Discord, we've got a whole suggestions channel for you to throw more stuff in, but making a turkey, it's got like a rotisserie. What's up? I don't do Discord messages and stuff. Post game list thingy. Oh, I'm going to post the schedule tonight. The day got away from me, but I will be posting the schedule after stream here. Starting tomorrow, and, I'll carry it all. But yes, we'll have a weekly schedule posted up every Sunday. Like I said, got away from me here. But yeah, as far as like messages and stuff like that, private messages and whatnot, I don't do that through Discord. It's a little problematic with Discord, especially, being a gamer. Fan base tend to be a little bit younger, so I have messages closed and that kind of stuff. Not against it, but you can definitely hit me up. I think the easiest way to hit me up would either be on TikTok or Instagram as far as that goes. But you're more than welcome to try and find me that way. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'll post tonight's schedule as far as what everything's going to look like for this week and moving forward. But this is going to be our Monday cooking streams and that kind of stuff. Join our Discord if you haven't already. Links are all on the screen there already. So, hit me up on all those channels. Rightfulender, Foodfulender, Reactfulender. Go to rightfulender.com. I got all the fun stuff there. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out on our first stream. We'll be doing this every week. So come on back for more and have a great night. Have a great day. We'll catch you then. Have a good one.